Theoretically, I'm live. Apparently, I'm an hour in. This is 13 seconds out of an hour. Odd. Okay. You know, I'll take it. How's everyone going? We do have a game room open. I see Crowlotus is already joined in. I'll see if there's anyone who else is currently online. Matty, McCree. Oh, Sierra's online. Well, if we get CO in, it'll probably be a little bit fairer than Crowlotus versus Matty. I feel like we haven't done 1v1 in a while. I'm pretty sure we have, but I feel like we haven't. Like, not any serious 1v1s at any rate. Make sure Sia's got the updated map. I'll just give Sia the updated stuff. Tilda Grin 1v1 Tilda. Do I have a space? I remember. Let's go find out. No space. Yeah, it's on the videos channel for the sole purpose of it's there for the stream, which was linked directly above it. There isn't a space. Alright, good point. I forgot. Crowlotus? You could easily say it by everything that's not 1v1 has a thing, and throne dispute. We can look into the naming conventions after the stream. Right now, I need to get the updates for add the mod thing. And then I need to upload it with the mod to Google Drive. I forgot I needed to add that myself. Update. Matty, you don't need to worry about anything. How's it going, Altarus? I don't know if you're in the stream or just in the chat, in the game room, but now we have too many people for a 1v1 at least. Alright, just waiting for that up to upload. Yeah, I thought I had default things doing that, Corralotus, saying that stuff, but I'll have to rework the bot. I think I didn't transition over from the Twitch bot well enough, so I will work on that one during the week. You know what? Do I have a notebook and a pen that I can write down to what I remember? No, I do not. Notepad. So we need to bot auto comments. I'm pretty sure the bot is running. It said, where was it? Stream elements bot running. I think you might have read bot and read not. Alright, I made a note into a notepad reminding me to do it. So I can remember. Alright, now let's double check that excellent. The stream link, as in the link below the stream, has the download has the balance in it now. A warm fussy. I'm a very fussy person. I'm incredibly fussy. Everything needs to be just right, otherwise I get very upset. Is everyone ready? So what I might end up doing is booting Matty. Sorry, Matty. And then going in with some 1v1s first. Sorry, I had to copy that down because Crowdload's obviously missed that message. Well, the problem is that I can only have one spectator, and we've got four people. Let me double check what it has. I don't think it does. No, it does not. All right. I've never added the monk change into the download. We just manually changed it. So just... We manually changed the monk a couple weeks ago. Alright, Ultra I believe was ready. Make sure CO's ready. Yes. Let's go then. Because Ultra said he was ready earlier. You can see my white screen there. Alright. Hunting with Lions 2. I am not playing, thank you very much. You know, let's let CO watch one. Because, you know, this is map. Let him see how it goes. Alright, we are good. I shall get rid of my ugly mug. You guys really don't want to have to see that, especially when I'm not even playing. And let us go in 3, 2, 1. Let us go.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
The Lord has been killed.
Alright, 2 of us are dead.
Your popularity is falling.
Crap, I need to tab out for a sec. Hopefully this isn't going to ruin them. I'm looking for that thing. Sorry you guys can't see what I'm doing. Just need to refresh something. So that shows up. Excellent, we're good. Well, welcome to another Stronghold Crusader Bootstrap rebalance game. It's becoming quite the mouthful. We have Crowd Lotus versus Ultraroos. Lotus with his bad Santa in the bottom right, and Ultraroos with his scary skull and somebody else underneath it. Yeah. Now this is the sorry, and a new just making clear the rules. I generally prefer to avoid custom rules, but because we're doing rebalance, this stuff will be one day handled by our rebalance, but it is not yet done, so we have to manually ask them to do it. Now this is an updated Hunting with Lions map. We have been playing this map for quite a bit. Now the only things changed here is this patch here. You can see you can get the high ground on the sides here. Gives you a reason to try come through here. Then you've got these have been fixed because before it was one side could get 2 farms, the other could only get 1. And the other thing is that these grass spots have been updated so that they can never get a wheat farm on them, or at least not without great difficulty. Assume you can't get it. So Crow Lotus, he's gone with the approach that allows that we used to go with, when you could put a wheat farm there. I think he's going to be a bit surprised when you can't. And over here, I mean, Ultraroos has pretty much gone with the same approach. Slightly different positioning. But when you go into wheat, you're going to have to using these farms out the front here. So I think it would be better to put your stockpile in here, if you can fit it. Now we have an attack coming on the right from Cryolotus. Oh, please tell me those flames are going to hurt those spearmen. The spearmen almost get killed off just by the flames. And there they go. Slingers coming out to try break this. I mean, there's actually a lot of slingers there. Well, way more than is justified by the investment of this one horse archer. Like, at that point, you may as well have got a horse archer of your own. There's what, 3, 6, 9 of them. That's 108. I mean, it's not too far. Get one less and it's the same cost as the horse archer. And if you win it, you've still got the units left, so... In that sense, you know, I can say, you know, it's not so bad. Because we have increased the cost of the horse archers from 80 gold to 100 gold. Looks like they've just killed that horse archer at the back. Buildings have been destroyed. Cryolotus expanding his economy. He's got both sides close in. I personally think that it's better to go for this stone up here before you go for this stone. Personal preference, it's easier to defend this stone when you're and this stone than it is to defend both sides at once. But that's just my preference. Over here we've got Ultraus doing the exact same thing, going both sides. He's got his miners coming out. Miners coming out. Woodcutter's up here. Now I kind of think that he should put these back here so he can clear this tree here first. But, you know, it'll get there eventually. Lions not getting up, we know this. We remember we tested that. Oh wait, no. Yes they are. Yes they are. Cryolotus just got hurt by them, so yes they are. It's just, they haven't been triggered yet. We do have a first assassin coming out from Cryolotus. Cryolotus coming out to try to claim this this wood out the center. I think he should probably look into taking out those lions first. And another assassin on this side. I mean, it is an expensive investment to take out just a woodcutter. However, take that out a few woodcutters and you're not too bad. I mean, he could probably get all of these three. But what happened to him? He's still there. Cryolotus just needs to retarget him. And the lion's coming in at Cryolotus again. I think he heard the lion's not getting up and go, oh, okay, I don't have to worry about defending against them. Now the archers have got the first one down at least. Oh, Sio's watching, that's right. He's privately sent it, that's all good. Sorry, I forgot Sio wasn't playing for some reason. Most of those lions are going to drop. And not do too much damage, which is always good. And now we've got the assassin taking out a wheat farm. They are still valuable. This one here taking out an apple farm while under fire, despite his health nerf. Sorry, I'm pointing this out because there has been a very strong argument that the assassins are useless with the rebalance. Now I do understand where that's coming from. And I do agree that they may not be perfectly balanced at this stage. But I do want to see... I don't see them as being completely useless, which is the argument that's always been used. Is that they cannot do anything now. And yet we've watched them take out 2 farms. Which is why I'm going to continue watching the assassins to decide whether or not they need to be rebalanced further, or how much. If we do rebalance them, how much we should rebalance them. That's a lot of horse archers coming out from Crow Lotus. Ox coming in. Lots of stone getting brought in. I feel like he's getting a lot more stone than Ultraus is. Hey Carrot, how's it going? Warm, fussy feeling deep inside? Yep, I'm very fussy deep inside. I know he was meaning to say fuzzy, but with Z's, but I like mocking the fussy. Alright, now we've got spears and European archers coming in. Now this could be a problem with this amount of horse archers at the front. The European archers come up the hill, and the horse archers have to back off. They cannot fight the European without high advantage. But actually with the patrol they might be alright. And at this range, she's just throwing away all these spearmen. The spearmen are going to move in, try to break through those Arabian archers. I think they should. There we go, and Great Lowe's pulls back right on time to clear this off pretty handily. Uh-oh, we got spearmen versus things. Crow Lotus has gone for his own European archers. This is not actually common. Crow Lotus usually prefers to go straight into crossbows. He has commonly said that there's no point going into archers at all. That you should just skip archers and go straight for crossbows and rebalance. And here he is, obviously changing his mind on that one. He has walled up. And he is moving into a dairy farm over here. Which is exactly right. I feel like it would be better to swap this one into a dairy farm. Because you can always build extra leather workers. But then again, this being so close to everything, it's probably going to work out better for him overall. Looks like Ultraus is going to clean up this central army, if I can get my words to work. Just a few horse archers left to kill off, and they are trapped there. They ain't getting out of there. These spearmen are going to come in and try to break any patrol that they might get on, which allowing the archers to finish them off. And they have been dropped off. That assassin's still been sitting there doing work. And has finally been targeted and killed off. Actually, I think that might have that building got destroyed. So I think he got another kill there. Crow Lotus has destroyed 11 buildings so far. There was a farm, 2 farms, 3 woodcutters that I've seen. I don't know where the rest were. Maces are out. Not from Crow Lotus. Must be out from... Are you meaning making maces? Is out? Moving into the... See, I don't like this here. Putting these leather workers right next to the... This guy. Yep, Crow Lotus is also getting his own blacksmiths. A lot of them, actually. Which is surprising, because he still only has 1 leather worker. I would have imagined that it would be better off getting more leather workers first, especially before you go into metal armorers. He literally only has 1 leather workshop here. Versus 4 here for... Yeah, I think he's going to go into Knights as well. I mean, and Ultraus is completely open. Knights is the great move here. Being able to get in there, tank some archer shots and get in and just destroy some of these weapons buildings would hurt a lot. Or getting into the side and destroying these eco buildings. I mean, this is a lot of spearmen and archers. And the first crossbowman out, I still think he needs a lot more leather workers. He is moving into a large bear economy. What's his population? 128. So he does need all 4 of those working. Meanwhile, Ultraus has 90, which gives him 3 ins to full coverage, which he has, so he's got full tax. Crow Lotus does not. But he is also running low on food at this stage. And he's just starting to move into wheat. I think he purchased wheat to be able to get that going a bit faster. I really don't like the getting 2 mills straight off the bat. He's only got 6 bakeries. Get rid of one of the, build only 1 mill and build 8 bakeries. Same amount of wood, and you're going to be producing more food out of it. The second mill is not useful until you can actually supply them. I mean, you got mill boys standing there. That second mill ain't doing nothing for you. There's no benefit to it. You're not getting more flour out of it, and even if you were, your bakers can't use the extra flour. Anyway, that's a different story. Oh, going for a tower out the front here for Crowlotus. With a baluster. I like to see the baluster. Slingers out to the left. A random crossbowman sitting in the middle of the map here for Crowlotus. And Crowlotus is moving into the low ground stone on both sides. I think he had this one for quite a while. But he is moving further out as well. I like to see that. What the hell are these two doing? Yeah, but look at the engineers going for that trap. They're gonna have to walk all the way around. What the hell? That is so bugged. Obviously, this gatehouse was just a bit too full at the time, and so they decided the next best way to get there is all the way around. That's kind of annoying. And we've only got 2 engineers on the other side. Where's the 3rd engineer? Doing the exact same thing. That would suck. I would be really annoyed if I was Crowlotus right now. Yes, wait. We do have a cathedral out here for Ultros. And monks coming out. And we do have the first of his macemen. These engineers are still on their way out to the to the trebuchets. I don't like the fact that Crowlotus has destroyed these walls, broken through these walls on his side. I feel like keeping those walls up is a great defensive measure. Leave them blocked so that his opponent can't come through and claim that hill. And now Ultros is starting to wall up himself. And to be fair, he hasn't needed it before now, so it actually probably is better off on the whole. Yeah, I have no idea why he would destroy the walls that were protecting his trebuchets. However, the main difference I can see about this walling is that Ultros has walled at the bottom of the hill on the sides, which means that he's got this wheat farm and that high ground as part of his castle for now. While Crowlotus had walled on the high ground and getting out here to use a gatehouse to get out there. I mean, Crowlotus definitely has the eco at this stage. He needs to get some ox tethers out here, off to the left, off to the right, and even some out to the back on the left. But he definitely he's got far more stone income. He's actually moving out into iron at the top. He's got the iron at the back. Got more woodcutters. Spear for night. He probably hasn't considered the night angle yet. Now this fight is definitely going to go Ultros' way. Crowlotus should really target a diseased cow into that with his trebuchets. But right now, this is where those trebuchets should just run over and kill off those trebuchets. Sorry, the monks. Sorry, macemen. I mean, look, these guys are going to get up that tower. The maces are going to get up that tower. This is why I think getting a gatehouse next to that tower would be much, much better. And that's most of Crowlotus' army there. And now these archers... Those archers are now going to be sitting on Crowlotus' tower, getting the height advantage against anything that Crowlotus wants to use to get it down. And they can range inside of Crowlotus' base, into his eco. This could be very problematic for Crowlotus. He needs to deal with those macemen, then get his own macemen out there fast. Up there and killing off those archers. Crossbows get suiciding, not a good idea. Shields, protecting the fire baluster, that works. But is it too little too late? He's got no troops left. He needs to get the troops, have troops to be able to deal with this. He does have 900 gold and 1400 value of goods that he could be selling. Probably a lot of them in weapons. Yeah, there are some the knights, swords, and macemen coming in behind that. Those macemen are heading off to a rally point. That's the problem. Those macemen are just no good. They may as well not be there. they're rally pointing to next to the army that they need to be killing off. Crowlotus, you need to grab those macemen and send them up there. There we go. He has reclaimed his tower. But this army, I mean, Ultraroos really needs to start considering moving into crossbows, which he is doing as we speak. I think he might have just switched everything over. Getting the swords up there on the tower to defend it is great. The knights, I think that he should use those knights to break through the walls on the sides and run into his base that way. That way he doesn't have to worry about these walls. Just run straight in. Nothing is there stopping him from breaking the walls on the sides, like on the hills there in the middle. Those three knights are going to die and not really get any value out of them. Because even if they manage to break the tower, these monks are just going to jump out and destroy it. I think that's a tactical mistake on Crowlotus' part. Wait, is he gonna start taking the sides? He is moving to the left side. No! No! Not now! Unfortunately, if we load this, all these walls in the center disappear. And all these walls on the sides disappear. So I really don't want to do that. I don't understand what could be causing this one. Swords weren't being used, but against monks at that point. So that should have been... Oh wait, no, the knights. True. It could be that Ultraroos has that change on. Hopefully that's not the case. But I do like that we've got these castles actually being built at this stage. And I'm actually quite liking how this game is playing out in general. We had a couple of assassin raids early. I really think both players should be getting into the assassin raids now. There's all the eco on the sides are very vulnerable and barely defended. Crowlotus has claimed a tower on the right hand side. Especially Ultraroos should be getting assassins out, destroying that low ground quarries on both sides. He can also get the corner quarries and mines, and there's a lot of stuff they could be doing with assassins right now. But Crowlotus is breaking through the wall on the left, and he's going around the corner right now. Of course, Ultraroos will never go for assassins because it is his belief that they are completely useless and they can't destroy a single building now. And I do understand why he thinks that, but I think right now is the situation specifically that assassins are made for. It's the best case scenario for assassins. We can't balance only for the best case, only for the perfect storm, but if there is a perfect storm, this is it. If there is ever a time that assassins are going to be still usable, now is the time. We've got ballasts being built on the left-hand side. Knights going down to the mason. But considering the... wait, what? Those mason should probably go over towards the mason. Sorry, the monks should be going to the mason, not to their walls. They'll put on aggressive, and that's why they're going for the walls. Yep, he's now got through that wall, and he's going up to the cliff, which means he's going to deny all of this resource from Ultraus until Ultraus can break it down. I'll break through this army off. I would love to see some shields up here as well. But at this stage, that is 2 quarries and 3 iron mines. And 3 farms, all denied for the time being. Oh yeah, that tree being next to... don't think it's a desync. Hope it's not a desync. Now there's a bugged tree stump that Kratos was talking about, and Ultraus thought that he was actually saying that it was a desync. Could burn it yet? That could work. Throw some fire on it. I'm not sure if it would work, but it could work. Alright, we've got a tower now over here trying to reclaim this side, and it is working. Because these archers can't actually quite reach that tower. That tower was perfectly placed. Maybe not. I might have preferred a little bit closer, but maybe up on top of the hill here, I think would have been a better spot for it. But it is definitely doing its work. Or not, now it can't reach the rest of them. There goes the problem with it. Alright, we do have the military coming out now from both sides. Maces versus Knights. No, they're still against the Macemen. No, the monks haven't hit the Knights. So we don't know if that's going to be... The problem is nobody knows whose monks are whose until you select them. Yeah, I think Ultraus must have the monks versus Knights change installed. But this, I believe, is all Ultraus. Like most of them are Ultraus. I don't know whose is whose. I need to go get someone to create me a thing that makes them a bit clearer who belongs to who. Because these monks, I have no idea who owns them. The fact that they're not getting shot, I think that means that they're Crow Lotuses. But now you see there's all this extra flour here now that Ultraus does not have the bakeries to use because he's got two mills but only 6 bakeries. It's even now, like 10 minutes later, that second mill has been a mistake. But he does it every time. I like that. I think that Trebuchet has been run out of rocks, so Kratos needs to restock it with rocks. We do have assassin-proof walls being built here for Ultraus. I think he sees these 2 ladders here and thinks, I need to stop that. Fellas, maybe throw some cows or something. I don't know. He's got more cow farms. He's bringing out more engineers. Crow Lotus is on the other cliff as well. I think those crossbows might clear it up though. Yeah, they're going to clear it up fairly easily. Now we've got some diseased cows being thrown into those shields. I am surprised at how strongly Crow Lotus invested into crossbows, considering he's been very, very vocal about how you should never go to European archers. We have a lot of assassins coming out here from Ultraus. Does he see an end run? Oh, I didn't even know. Obviously, Crow Lotus had the cathedral because he got the monks earlier. Where's this lord? There's zoom in. Shift L. There. I'm not sure. I mean, you'd have to get him over the walls, which would give Crow Lotus warning. And you'd have to get him over these central walls to give him little enough warning to actually kill him off. I don't know if these this huge group of assassins is a good idea. Like, even pre-rebalance. Like, except, yeah, obviously if you're going to fight this, then pre-rebalance is good. But I don't think going for an assassin raid to try end the game is a good idea. And he'll probably point to that after the game and say, see? Assassins are trash! I couldn't use them to kill the enemy lord in the worst possible situation. Therefore, they are trash. Crow Lotus needs to retarget these, well, actually target these trebuchets. Sorry, this amount of assassins is a huge mistake. I'm sorry, but it is. Alright, there's no two ways about it. I mean, I know that he's going to try to take the thing, but they're going to run into the macemen. The macemen are going to deal with them. And now Crow Lotus should be seeing them and know all about what's up. He's trying to use his trebuchets to break all these shields on the wall, on the keep here. I kind of want to watch these assassins, but they get here. They gotta climb over these walls. Give Crow Lotus a notification. Oh, by the way, I'm climbing over your walls. Crow Lotus puts some walls around his lord. Get some monks out. We've got plenty of guys there. Plenty of gold. Monks, maces, knights, swordsmen. I don't care what. You can get them out and protect the lord, no problems. And those assassins are just going to drop. There's no way at all that these assassins do work, either pre-rebalance or post-rebalance. It's a mistake. Now, where is Seo's lord's way back in the corner? Those swordsmen, took a long time to get out there, but they're going to get up there and they're going to wreck that that top there. And now we've got the maces versus swords. We could be a crash. So, sorry, the monks versus swords. No, we're good. They're fighting there, no problems. Now, all Crow Lotus needs to do is realise, oh, that's where the lord is, and kill him off. Yeah, when they first touch, it does, yes. It is, I'm pretty sure Ultraus has the wrong thing. I mean, these macemen are going to do a ton of damage. I think we can call Crow Lotus the victor. These assassins would never have worked. I'm sorry, Ultraus. But it just can't work. I mean, 5. It should go to my stats because they're a bit more reliable in the military side. A KD, Kralos 3,774 versus 2,800. Closer than than it looks, but definitely still well worth it. 25 buildings destroyed to 25. Units recruited. Largest army. I mean, actually, it was a lot closer on the units recruited. I don't know why it doesn't show the weighted there, but hey. And then on the eco sides, Crow Lotus 10,000 gold more than Ultras. 1,000 stone. There goes half the gold advantage right there in the stone. 150 odd iron, which is pretty much 150 times 6. That's pretty much the rest of the gold difference, just on the stone and iron. Alright, looks like everyone else has jumped out. I'm pretty sure it was Ultras having it. But it was a great game. Alright, Ultras is just going to check it now. It is an option to go just... Alright. Let us just run it, make sure I've got it. Alright. Hey Payne, how's it going? Alright, I just want to go in and double check my balance. Don't. Yeah, it's Crowlider's playing. No one needs to worry about watching that.
Loading.
Alright, just so you guys can see my quick test. 1 sword versus 2 monks.
Yes. Pray for us.
We salute you.
That looks like it has the balance on. That can't be right. But I'm sure I've got balance too. This one here. Config. Speed. Let's just search monk. No. Maybe I just need to... Let's just do this. Let's come into... Actually, I want to go in here. Reinstall that. Then run mod.exe again. And then go it. This should hopefully fix it. Maybe it's been me this entire time.
The desert awaits you. Loading.
Other player. 2 monks.
Yes, pray for us.
That's better. Okay, so it was me. I was the problem, guys. My bad. My bad. My bad. Alright. I mean, I reinstalled it, I uninstalled it, it just didn't obviously there was a bug error, and unfortunately this thing doesn't have a really good error reporting, unfortunately. So I think that's all it was. Alright. In that case, no, uninstall JSON is right here. Updated today. Sorry if you guys can't see it. Updated today, so that's definitely not the case. Uninstall JSON was created. Yes. No, it gets created. No, uninstall works. No, you guys, sorry, you guys are either you're misreading it or I'm completely misunderstanding you. When you install mod.exe, it copies the config into the uninstall JSON. So here we have uninstall JSON. It has the Monk vs Sword and Monk vs Knights in the uninstall JSON. As you can see, it is definitely there. So obviously, clearing up for everyone. I changed the config. Config does not have the Monk, whereas uninstall does. Very clear. It's there. Anyway, let us go back in and Sierra vs Crow Lotus. Yeah, I mean, that's why I've done it now, so. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there was some sort of error on install. And that error is what caused... and that error meant that it didn't actually install it. And that's the problem. Maybe it had an issue where it couldn't uninstall it. I don't know. We can do a 2v2. Let's go this one.
The round table.
Wait. But Matty! Is Matty coming back in? He's dropped out of game range. Okay, then we'll just go back into another hunt and then... Yeah, well, we're just going to go into 2v2 if we're all there. Well, I was going to do that, but then we had 4 players, so I was like, okay, we'll do that. I mean, I'm very casual. But well, now that you're out, we'll do this, and then we can after this game we'll get you into a 2v2 then. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
You can count on us.
The Lord has been killed.
All of you, come and kill these, or rather die to the lions. Ah, not all of you died. That's a shame. Anyway, welcome to another Bootstrap Stronghold Crusader game on Rebalance. We have Lotus in the bottom right in the yellow, and Seo at the top left in the blue. Now we are playing with the Rebalance. The exact details are down below the stream, or if this goes to YouTube, down below the video in the description. Will be all the details about the changes. There are extra artificial rules on top of what's forced on them, and that is that they can't use the assassin rally point. I'm gonna restart that that whole spiel when we get back in, just in case it goes to YouTube, because that's unfortunate. Anyway, wait for Lotus to ready up. Three, 2, 1. Let us go. Again.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lag.
Where are we going? Always ready.
The Lord has been
Up there. Get up there.
Lions are attacking, my
Ah, that ain't quite. Oh well, it's a shame. Never mind then. Welcome everyone to another Bootstrap Rebalance game. If you are watching this on YouTube, the all the Rebalance changes will be down below the stream. There are extra rules, artificial rules that we've put in because they're going to be enforced by the Rebalance, but they haven't yet, and that is not allowed to use a assassin rally point, and they're not allowed to tax when they're on 0 popularity. The reason for those is that the assassins are too fast on rally point. They actually run when they're rallied, walk otherwise. And because we've changed the value of stone, made stone a lot cheaper, so that entire eco is a lot weaker, it makes the just max tax strategy way too strong. And so we've just said, look, let's just disable that whole strategy then. Because it's just the easier way to deal with it, unfortunately. Now we have Seo breaking through the wall, which I like to see. I think that's low enough that he could walk through that. Is it? No, it is not. He's really trying to get those spearmen placed so that he can destroy the little bit of wall that's remaining. They really don't want to destroy that bit of wall, do they? And now we've got slings coming out, and the Lord. I don't think Seo should continue here. And it's exactly what he's decided, and he's going to run off to the other side instead. That was stupid. Well, yeah, oh yeah, trying to get through it was stupid. I don't think he was saying the idea was stupid. It was the fact that he couldn't target that one piece of wall. So he is retreating all the way back to his keep. And I think he used way too much attention trying to do that. And now he's got his... now he's got all his stuff coming into his stockpile next to his keep. Which could be very problematic in the future if he can't get this out early enough. We do have slaves coming out from Lotus. Looks like they will do damage. A couple buildings down there. Slingers coming over the side here. Seo needs to realise and bring this over. However, there's all this wood that he's going to be potentially losing if he doesn't move soon. He needs to use up this wood, then destroy that and get it moved. That stockpile being there is not a good idea. Lotus not responding. Back in the game. Alright, Lotus is back. The lions... the hunter triggered the deer to go the wrong direction, and now the lions are breaking that entire hunt. These 3 hunters are now worthless. Completely worthless to the Coriolanus. That is actually hilarious that the 3 hunters did that much, well, accidentally caused these lions to kill off his entire hunt. Now they have to hunt this patch. And where's the lions from this side? Coriolanus has sent some slingers over this side straight away. And Seo's got his own units up there to make sure that's not going to be too damaging on him. Seo's starting to claim this low ground stone. I do like that. However, if he doesn't move the stockpile, it makes no difference being here or here. Coriolanus is going with the same approach of going for the both back stones first, then moving out into the front stones. But he definitely is stronger at the moment. I think Seo's just given up and he's decided, alright, fine, this is where my stockpile has to be. It sucks, but too late to do anything about it. And he's going to commit. And I think it was all to do with spending so much attention on this. And we'll have to see how much that affects him. He is behind on his economy, but then again he had to deal with the slaves and all that sort of stuff. So we can never really tell how much of the eco difference is because he's behind on eco and how much is because he didn't move his stockpile. We'll have to use our own intellects on that. Maybe it'll be nothing. I'm pretty sure it will be a lot, but yeah, maybe not. I mean, in its defense, this location actually might actually be better for the iron. And now the lions are coming into Seo's dairy farm over the right here, and he doesn't have troops to deal with it. There goes some slingers trying to get out there to deal with the lions. Couple lions chasing down this horse archer. Woodcutter's going down. Slingers are going to protect themselves at least. And this horse archer's going to get up there. More woodcutters go down. Wait, that is not. That is Seo's horse archer. I mean, those lions, man, have done a lot of work this game. I don't actually have any idea what happened to these lions. I'm pretty sure Coriolanus triggered them. As you know, it was probably Seo that triggered them, but they would have run into Coriolanus' troops. Seo probably triggered them by bringing the troops out here. Now Coriolanus is sitting here pretty well unscathed. He's moving into his beer economy already. He's got... wait, no, he did lose a quarry over here. Somehow. I don't know, maybe an assassin got over it. We've got 5 horse archers coming down the centre. Got some archers to deal with, but if they get a good patrol on, they should be alright. Got some archers coming over here from Seo, and Seo is claiming the hill on this side. He is now denying all this resource with just a few archers. The spearmen are trying to get out of there. And the lost meat as well. Lost stone, that was 60 gold value of stone lost there. That's before you take into account the workers that are constantly having to be recreated and sent out. And the resources that just can't be produced for as long as they're there. I'd like to see him send a few over the other direction and try to claim the other hill as well. And Coriolanus is bringing his horse archers back to try to deal with this now. Oh, pardon me. Which, bringing these horse archers back right now is all the justification you need for having these guys out here. I think there's 6 horse archers. occupied by 4 Arabian archers, giving CEO plenty of time to get his weapons economy going, get some extra troops out. He's got the horse archers to deal with it when they come back. And all CEO needs to do is pull his archers back so that those horse archers are there. The assassins are coming in now. Kralos does see them just in time and pulls back. Right now, you probably want to keep your archers in its range. No, those guys are on patrol, and the assassins are going to break the patrol. That's already value in those 2 assassins. Almost killing one and fully killing another Arabian horse archer. That's value. He definitely needs to increase his weapons eco. Creolotus going into a large bread eco with 4 Fletchers straight off the bat versus the 2 from CEO, and CEO's going straight into to his Maceman. I think this is my problem as well. Like I'm in Creolotus's boat. I'm going really far heavy into range units and not worrying about your melee units until too late. And then I just get destroyed by a massive melee units. However, he's now got 2 things there, which is definitely enough to make up for the 1 of CEO's. So he's not going to make the same mistake I would, which is probably a good thing because he is definitely better than me. If he's going to make my mistakes, then that's just a dumb situation. Alright, I think at this stage you need to move your archers back in. This is a very long patrol. That's a long patrol. Get your archers in there and you can kill them off. Now we've got shields coming out here as well. I really like to see him come out this side with some shields onto this hill. And deny all this resource. He's doing a great job at denying all this stuff. There's time to move in. We're now down to 2 horse archers versus the 4, still only the 4 Arabian archers. 1 horse archer left. Creolotus is having to try back this guy off because he can't get to thing. His popularity is at 64, which means he's not getting workers fast enough, I suppose. Sia really needs to pull these guys forward. I think his popularity's just got back up, and so he was behind. Oh yeah, because all of these workers were getting killed off. He did not have workers to turn into troops. Again, that is worth it. This raid has been absolutely worth it. I had not actually considered the lost workers in the sense that you can't. Now, popularity doesn't suffer because of workers dying. However, he's got low popularity, which means workers are spawning at a slower rate, but they're dying so much faster. So there's always, every time a worker spawns, he gets turned into a worker for one of these buildings, and then gets killed, and then the next worker gets turned into the same unit. And so Kralosis was not able to get all this other stuff running. And Kralosis is calling the game based off just these 4 Arabian archers. 4 Arabian archers won the game for CEO. Kralosis, wait, CEO wants the rematch, and fair enough, I would too. I think he's overcommitted into the Wait, what's going on? I think these guys are out of the game already. Wait. Who said no? Thank you. Thank you. I'm out of the game. Obviously, my game did not receive the accepting. Alright, now they want the rematch, and I'm happy to give it to them. 3, 2, and a 1. Let us go.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
The Lord has been killed. Your
Pardon me.
popularity is falling.
Of course it is. It's because I'm dead. Nobody thinks a dead person is popular. But then again, you're not supposed to speak ill of a dead man. Anyway, welcome back to a Bootstrap rebalance game. If you are watching this one on YouTube, the details are below the stream. I may or may not upload this one as a continuation of the previous one. If I do, well, sorry for repeating a lot of stuff, because I will be. And if you're watching on stream, sorry for repeating a lot of stuff, because I will be. The previous game was great. If you haven't seen it, and I uploaded it separately, spoiler alert, CEO managed to win it by putting units on this hill here. That was it. 4 Arabian archers on this hill won the game. And so Crow Lotus was like, that's not right, I need a rematch, we need to go again. And CEO's like, yeah, that was a bit too easy. You know, give us a rematch, play properly this time. We do have an assassin coming out from Crow Lotus already. Now Crow Lotus is trying to claim all this deer. Now the assassins are not using rally point, which is why they're working a little bit slower than you may have seen them on other games on the channel. Because we're going to be forcing that soon, so that the rally point does not make them faster. But for now, we're just not letting them use the rally point. And the lions again on the right hand side. All that deer gone. He managed to get 3 deer out of it. Can he get to the 3rd deer home though? This guy might die before he gets home. I think the woodcutters will deal with the lion. Will he get caught out by the... Alright, there we go. That'll give this hunter enough time to get home. And there goes the slingers out to try to deal with that. Now Crow Lotus going really far behind into the gold making eco. I'm really surprised by that. CEO's gone straight into it. He's got his stockpile moved this time. Where are your troops? That's a great question. Got some engineers some slingers over there. I think they're sitting over there. No, they're not. They're sitting right here. Now that he sees them, I'm happy to actually restart that. Alright. One last try. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
The Lord has been killed.
What'll it be?
Your popularity is falling.
Well, welcome to another Bootstrap rebalance game. This one is between CO and Cryolotus. Now, I think Cryolotus is getting a little bit triggered. This is the third game today. And the first game crashed, but he pretty much won it. That was against Ultrus. The second game, spoiler alert, because I'm pretty sure that will be going to YouTube. So if you haven't seen it, just mute for a couple seconds. The second game, CO won by putting 4 Arabian archers on this hill here. And then the third game, he put some unit troops down here, circled around. He goes, "What? Where's no troops? I got no troops. I can't see any troops. There's no troops. My troops." Oh wait, no. It was probably more like they're sitting behind this wall here. I've got no troops, and spent so long trying to find them that he just lost too much time and gave up on the game. So it is quite possible that he's triggered and not playing as well as he possibly could. He has moved out onto the right-hand side here. Lions are trying to stop him. Eventually the woodcutters will eventually kill off the lions, I suppose. But I think it would be a good idea to send some of these slingers out to kill them off. And now he's drawn these other lions towards himself. I think he's deliberately waiting. No, he's going to let the archers deal with those. Now, CO is breaking through the wall here, and he's going to try to get a raid in. But he doesn't really have anything coming in behind it. These slingers should be enough to deal with that. So one lion coming in. By the time they get there, shouldn't be a problem. He'll be killed off. But these archers are going to get up on this hill, and are going to wreck this entire eco, and they may even reach in to stop this any eco coming onto here, forcing CO to have some sort of response, and I don't think he has it right now. Now these spearmen are going to come in and they are going to deal with those slingers. The fact that they're running gives them a huge boost in their military prowess. We do have an assassin coming in over here as well. The Lord's trying to chase him down, food dropping. And he can draw the Lord all the way back if he wants to right now. And there goes some wood as well. He's not. I don't think he's watching this. Otherwise, he would have got that guy out of the way. He's watching now, though. And now he can go destroy that. I mean, he's definitely done work. Just in the resources that he got rid of there. Wait, is he just sitting there now? Hey, Mr. Lord Man, come chase me down. Take me out. There we go. It's down. Meanwhile, let's have a look at this army here. Has not been dealt with. CO's got a horse archer. If he gets good patrol in that horse archer, it could be all that he needs. That's going to be. Looks like that's going to be too long of a patrol. Way too long of a patrol, especially going uphill part of it. But first archer down. Yep, that. If he'd got a shorter patrol there, he would have been fine. But it does look like there's only one archer left up there. Wait, ending it already? Yeah, I mean, they're being at. I wouldn't agree with that. Like I said, yeah, I mean, early game that it can be pretty powerful, but you can watch for it. It takes a lot of time to get there. Alright, let's go pick up Maddie. I'm not so anti that hill as Cray Lotus is, but I think it's just going to take time to get used to it. Yeah, I agree, Crow Lotus. We do need some more games before we can judge it.
The round table.
Alright, CEO is with...
On my honor.
No. Let's do it that way. Change my
The
mind.
sides are drawn.
Ultrace is blue. Wait, who asked? I think that was Ultrace, but I'm not sure. Okay. Alright then. 3, 2, 1. Go.
The
We are
keep
under
is
attack.
enclosed. Lions are attacking, my liege.
The Lord has been killed.
Well, welcome along to a 2v2 game here today. Between Crow Lotus and Matty, and Ultraroos and CEO. Unfortunately, I haven't got my team game overlay set up yet, so you're going to have to just deal with this one. Now this is playing with the rebalance as well as Bootstrap, so be aware that some of these units will not behave exactly how you remember. The description of everything that we've changed is down below the stream, down below the video. However you're watching it, it'll be available to you below. Unless, of course, someone else takes the video and puts it up somewhere else without my description, of course. But I don't think anyone's doing that at this stage, so we're good. And I don't know why anyone wants to do that, to be honest, so I think we should be good with that. Now, Crowd Lotus has the low ground, and he's gone very heavily into apple farms.
Oh.
Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Ultrus also going heavily into apple farms. The high ground players, CO and Matty, are going into... Alright, so here we got CO going almost entirely into stone and iron, whereas Matty have just got the one stone and going very heavily into the hunt. I think he should probably have dropped that down to maybe 1 or 2 and gotten this extra economy straight off the bat. But right now he definitely has the resources to get the extra stone quarries out. And needs to get them out fast, because he's starting to fall behind eco-wise. Now, Crowd Lotus will probably end up sending food to Matty, so he doesn't need all this hunt. He just needs to be able to get the resources and send gold back to Crowd Lotus. And that should, if they work too well together, that should be all they need. CEO has only gone for 1 farm and 1 hunter. Actually, no, he's gone for 2 farms. Don't know why he went all the way out there instead of 1 here, or even here. But to each their own. Now, Ultrus and Kratos can come up the top of the hill here for some extra stone line, and they can try come to this corner here for extra stone. But generally, they are going to be food eco powerhouses. Crowd Lotus already starting to shift into wheat for a bread eco, while the high ground is going to be very heavily stone and iron and potentially weapons eco. Now, we've noticed that the rebalance has encouraged heavily going into weapons eco, whereas in non-rebalance games, you'll notice a lot more Arabian units and almost no weapons economy at all, whereas here you'll see a lot of European units coming through. We've got some horse archers over the right hand side. Honestly, I reckon they should be trying to shoot down the deer. Please tell me the hunter's not going to deal with this. It's fair, that woodcutter's not quite. Never mind that then. These guys are going to get killed off. Between the Lord and this horse archer, they're all dead. Bye bye! This horse archer should go down to these guys, but looks like he'll be able to get a bit of damage in first. Now the Lord's trying to get some extra damage and breaking this army fairly well. On the other side, we have a pretty ambitious moat over here, with most of his wheat sitting outside the moat, which is interesting. Now I know that he can't actually get the moat out there, but he should really consider getting some stone. Maybe get CO to send him some stone so they can build a gatehouse with a drawbridge. Matty has walled up the side of his cliff and is moating out the backhand side. Now you'll note that this grass here, because of the wording, cannot fit any farms on it, so it's just there for decoration. So Matty has not lost any farm space by doing this. Someone didn't get any stone. I have no idea who. I assume that must have been Cradle Lotus. He's got no name. We've got a random assassin sitting inside his base. He is dead. Really? I would not have called you dead at this stage. CO's playing a bit too passive for that. Can't get wood because of these guys. That's why you have allies. You know, Matty has a lot of stone. Yeah, I won't say it. But yeah, that's why you have an ally who has a ton of access to a ton of stone. There we go. Looks like he's just sent some. We got trebuchets coming out from CO to try break this guy. This is where I think going for a ballista would have been a smarter idea. To break these trebuchets. Because those rocks are not going to be accurate enough, unfortunately. I mean, they're enough to do damage to everything else. But not to break these two trebuchets. Really should get rid of that. Tower coming out the front. Lord coming out to claim the hill. Wait, is anyone hunting these? I think these guys are supposed to be hunting these, but no line of sight now, so they won't actually hunt that. Cradle Lotus, you should probably consider bringing your Lord back about now. Quickly, before they realise that how vulnerable your Lord is. And kill him off. Because that could be very problematic. And that tower has gone down. Looks like they managed to get rid of one of the trebuchets. Maybe get some fire ballistas would be a great idea. That could clear this off and burn the base down. I think fire ballistas would be a great idea right now. Trebuchet, not so much, but if you've got the gold, you know, may as well give it a shot. Now it's got Lord versus Lord with the assassins coming in. The assassins drop to the archers, no problems there. And they back off, and the Lord backs off as well. I think Kralos is trying to draw this Lord out. His Lord is definitely weaker, so I don't think he should be trying to do this. This is way too risky right now. He's got his own assassin there. And more. Oh, that might even be enough. That's a lot of assassins. With the Lord there as well. That could be enough to kill off Arceo. We've got some assassins appearing at the top of the hill here. Carolo's pulling his Lord back, but these assassins can still potentially do the damage. CO trying very hard to get his Lord away. I do believe we're getting some more slingers out to try to deal with them. This is now going to fail. The archers and slingers up here will drop that. Now these trebs are actually starting to do work. I would like to see a couple more of them targeting this tower. But that's a lot of value damage done to destroy these buildings here. That was very actually well played from Maddie. And these guys are going to draw fire from all these archers and preventing anything from hitting this stuff. Trebs, yeah, the Trebs, you got to deal with them. He's trying to get more archers up there to try shoot them down. Maddie, you really need to target that tower fast. He's getting enough up there. You might even lose the Trebs. It looks like he's going to lose the first one. It's down. But he needs to get something. I mean, they can still take that out. You need to have some troops up there to deal with that. But I mean, those troops got their value from destroying these buildings anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We got a fire ballista, shields, and range units coming out here from Crow Lotus. And I have not seen too much from Ultra so far. What's wrong with your dairy farm? This one? No worker. There's no worker at that. There goes the worker. I think it was sleeping it would have done it. Alright. Now we've got catapults up here. Catapults with these guys there are not a good idea. Wait, where did the... I have no idea. Alright, looks like we might be starting to work now. We've got the workers sitting there. So I'm just going to watch this for a little bit because... Yep, we got one coming out. Cows coming out, we're good. But CO's been having to fight this fight on his own so far. And I really think Ultra should definitely have the gold income to be able to help out a lot. Ultra doesn't have a ton of gold. Huge population though. Both go to the weighted values. Not very high units. He must be sending a lot of gold over to CO. Maybe that's been what's been happening. I mean, these catapults are not going to do too much. He needs to get some range units up here. And fast. Heck, buy some European bows. Just buy the bows and send the recruit. Or even just get Arabian archers. I don't care. Like, going up against these guys, sit them behind that shield, you're fine. Now, while we wait for that to figure out, we do need to watch these guys over here. But I really want to go double check the total gold income from Ultrus is really low. I did not expect it to be that low. I guess he's been reinvesting it all straight away. These catapults just... I don't know what he's playing on them. He would have been better off getting fire ballista. Maybe get one catapult and the rest fire ballista. And there he goes with the archers. The slaves trying to get up there for Crow Lotus and getting slaughtered by the horse archers. CO's starting to move into the crossbows right now. Tower coming from Matty. I mean, based on what CO has going for the mangonel at this time, might actually work out. But I always prefer a ballista on top of those towers. Personally, until their shield's out, I always think that it's better to go for ballistas. But we do have mangonels coming from Crow Lotus. We've got maces trying to chase down these fire ballista. Shields over here trying to shoot them down. It is kind of annoying that we've got orange versus yellow on this side. Makes it a bit harder to figure out where everyone is, but that's okay. Now, it looks like Ultra's, at this stage, he should be really pumping into his economy here. He should be getting tons of gold to be able to respond to all this. He's got a cathedral out, sending over some monks. Monks at this stage, not a good idea. I mean, they can't get over this moat. He needs to get some maces out to deal with the moat first. The monks aren't really doing too much for him. I guess they can hold some defense. He does have some macemen coming out here from CO. Wait, what? Wait, how did those... What? How? What? You guys saw that, right? Tell me someone else saw that. Matty unmanned those catapults, and the engineers that came out of them were blue. Matty is not blue. Matty's ally is not blue. Ultra Roos, his enemy that's down here, is blue. How the heck did Ultra Roos manage to get engineers here? Even if you say, oh, you know, that wasn't actually Matty's catapults. There's no way that those catapults were Ultra Roos's. And there's no way they just walked up there and I just saw that incorrectly. Those were blue, they got shot by these archers. How the hell did that happen? Now, before this game started, Lotus was saying that this was going to be an easy win for Ultra Roos and CEO. And, well, they certainly have not made it an easy win so far. I would really like to see some fire being thrown into Ultra Roos' base. A fire ballista being able to target this would be devastating. Absolutely devastating. We got a trebuchet over here trying to break in, trying to send some diseased cows. I think there might have been more than that. There was way more stuff there. Looks like Lotus is coming to the site, trying to come over to the left side. He realizes that CEO's pretty much dead. Most of what he's getting is probably gold coming from Ultra Roos. And he needs to shift this focus away onto Ultra Roos. Stop letting Ultra Roos get this huge economy going on his own. I do believe that Ultra Roos has the stronger economy out of the low ground players. I think what Lotus has here and what Matty has up here is more than enough to deal with CEO. So they need to shift the focus over to dealing with Ultra Roos at this point. And again, that fire, get some fire ballista up the top on this top hill, could be devastating. We do have... Nope, they're all shields. Now, I don't know if they realise that. Yeah, they've just realised that there's a gap on the moat over that way. And they're going to fix it up now. And now they should be getting the your keeper's enclosed message. I don't see any other way. No, they probably won't, because the game thinks that that is there. Which means every time that this gatehouse gets locked off, they will get that message. Interesting to see these catapults and all these troops up the top here. This trebuchet's been doing well. We've got a lot of catapults coming out this left side, hand side now. Cows don't do anything to siege weapons. You realize that, right? Trying to throw cows at these siege weapons here. That's a lot of catapults. I think he's accidentally left his crossbowman behind. But those shields and catapults are going to come up here, I think. And potentially defend these guys from these arrows, but they'll be there too late. Nope, they're just going to sit at the bottom of the hill. This is where Mass Monk would be a great thing. Wait, why have we got so many gatehouses at the back here? What the hell are with these gatehouses? Lotus! That was Lotus spamming gatehouses. What the hell am I looking at? Seriously. And he sees this coming. And I think this... Matty, you should not be able to hear me, by the way. No, I think Matty is responding to Lotus. Lotus is getting very upset. Now, this army could do a lot of damage. This Manga now really needs to shift target right now. I'm pretty sure Matty was responding to Crayolotus, not to me. But if you are hearing me, Matty, you should really have the stream muted. Crayolotus needs to over the mode. I think that's why he placed all those gatehouses to say, hey, look, see these gates? You need one over here. The knight's coming in. And they get thrown off. Maddie still hasn't done the gatehouse. And Crayolotus is going to be getting so pissed right about now. And I really shouldn't be laughing at it, but it is hilarious. This thing, at this point, those ports should probably be catapults. I really want these guys to run up and just kill off CO. CO's healed up, but he has not got much. An army of mugs will kill him off, and then Ultraus all of a sudden has to deal with this. I mean, heck, send some slaves up the top here, around the side, and all the way in here and burn his houses. It'll take a while, but a ton of damage. Now Matty is trying to shift his focus to the backside, but it's going to be too little, too late. And only archers as well. Archers against shields, not a good mix. I don't think Matty knows what to do at this stage. The cows is going to kill off almost all of those archers. It's going to spread. Next one down. And what doesn't get the disease is getting shot down by the crossbowman. At this stage, the macemen should just be sent straight in. Matty does not have the troops to respond. Well, if Matty dies first, that is going to be game. Victory to Ultraus and CO. If CO dies first, well, it could go either way still. CO's we were just playing a map of CO's creation where he'd put some high ground accessible to the enemy that could be ranged very easily, and they were giving him a hard time for it being overpowered. And now he's throwing that back in their faces with this, considering he can't get any buildings up. But these maces is probably going to kill Matty off. This is quite probably the end of Matty. Please tell me you're going to send them all the way in. 5 swordsmen? 6 swordsmen. Not enough. Killing pits, good move. I doubt he has enough. I don't know why your macemen are just standing there. I think he's waiting for some slaves. No? I would like to get a whole lot of slaves or monks out here just to run over those killing pits. That could be devastating trying to run those guys over it. What are you making at the back here? Those look like they're going to be shields. No, trebuchets. Those trebuchets are too close. Maybe put some walls in front of it. I mean, good idea, but you need to get some walls so that the archers don't just wreck it. Heck, the catapults don't wreck them. I don't know why he's moving. I mean, he could have wrecked those. And it doesn't look like CO's sending anything out to deal with these killing pits. But we do have slaves coming out from CO. I highly doubt they're going to do anything. But he does have some horse archers over the right hand side here trying to be distracting. At this stage, I mean, to be fair, Matty does not have a dairy farm, so he can't throw any cows. But maybe he should be trying to do that. And get these trebuchets targeting here now. If these guys are out of range, throw some from these guys. I mean, this here is going to save CO's bacon. I do not know what Matty's got to do here. He needs to have some sort of response to this, though. The killing pits have been great at deterring this army. Maybe he does, but I feel like he can't have enough killing pits to stop this from killing Matty. But it is enough to stop Ultraroos from trying, from risking it. So it's doing its job. I'll have to ask him after the game how many killing pits he actually had there. Yeah, the disease count, not great there. And now CO's getting his own trebuchets out to respond in kind to Matty. I don't think either player knows what to do. And Crow Lotus is going, okay, look, you know what? If you're not going to listen to me, I'm going to dig my own moat and put it... And the disease going into the Macemen there. Macemen are going to shift around. Matty! Wait, Crow, wait. Matty, what are you doing with this gatehouse? I have no idea what he's planning on doing here. Get an assassin up that gatehouse. Oh, that's not manned, that's why it's not being used, right? And due to the numbers, the Macemen by far away. Matty's trying to go for an end run, I think. That's Matty's gatehouse as well. Okay, I don't know why he bothered putting the walls between the cliff and the gatehouse. You can just put the gatehouse right on the next to the cliff, but hey. And that way he could have got his knights straight through there. More engineers coming out for Ultraroos, as if he didn't have enough already. And those are going to go into trebuchets to counter these guys. Again, disease does not affect siege units. But Matty has no idea how to respond to this assault here. I mean, if you got these guys throwing some diseased cows instead, that would probably be a lot better off. But I mean, that disease, too far. That was a good move though. To be fair, again, I don't think Matty has any diseased cows to throw. Excellent, trebuchet down. Trebuchet down, I like to see that. And more stuff down. Oh no, he destroyed the gatehouse too early. Can they take that one tile of wall? No, that one tile of wall is not enough. It's too small. It's been damaged too much. That's a shame. If he had left that gatehouse there, he probably would have been able to use that to break into Matty and kill him off. Now it looks like the Treb War has gone to Ultraroos. Honestly, at this stage, you need to destroy that wall and build your own gatehouse on it. I mean, you can do that. I mean, you saw that Maddie's done it to you. You can destroy that wall and do it yourself. Well, or rather have CO do it for you. And that is what I think should be the play here. I like to see Crowloaders using these catapults a bit better, but hey. And destroying that to make sure that we don't get anything through there. And it looks so good for Maddie and Crowloaders earlier. And that's going to do a ton of damage. But this spread economy for Ultraroos is just insane. Crowloaders just... I mean, I don't think he has a patch on it. Let me actually go into Eco here. Comparing Crowloaders and Ultraroos. Bakeries. 41 bakeries for Ultraroos, 26 to Crowloaders. Weapons productions. Crowloaders does have a slight advantage over that one. But it looks like these guys are mostly working as effectively as possible as well. He's got backing up of wheat. Sorry, of flour. Crowloaders doesn't seem to be backing up on anything though. No, he does have flour sitting there. I think he's blocked off some of his own wheat production here. He's only got 4 at the back here versus... 5 at the back here for Ultra, so I guess that's about the same. Yeah, so there's room for 1... Wait, no, he's got 5 at the back here, so it's the same. Difference is they've got 3 here, and Ultraroos has... Well, here's those 3, and then he has these 5 out here as well. That is a lot of mace. I mean, at this stage, that's enough macemen to just run over there and take the losses. At this stage, I actually think Matty might have filled that with killing pits. But if you destroy that, you can build a gatehouse there and waltz right in and avoid all the all of it. Although those cows are going to do a ton of work. Let's watch that damage done. More disease coming in. That was actually... And he keeps some of them in the disease. That is a lot of red and yellow macemen there that really don't need to be red or yellow. And he runs through more disease. One of them even dies to it. Only 1 death, so it's not too big a deal. But Ultra goes, look, you know what? If that's the case, I'm going to destroy your catapults. That's what you get for trying to wreck mine. Wait. He's got... I mean, that can't last. He's obviously got thrown some pitch down in here. Maybe even some down here. Back around to... there. And they're going to dig through. They will definitely get through. And barely take any damage. In the meantime... Interesting approach to put 1 tile of wall. I probably should put some braziers at the back edge of the gate of the keep there. Ah, the stupid... Alright, they got through. They're fine. He's going to wait for them all to group up before he goes through. Often, once you get to that 1 tile... Ooh, I can see that that's getting filled with something. We saw those tiles soon changed. That is getting filled with something. Considering what he has, that's probably more pitch ditches. Okay, I do not know what these guys think they're doing. I don't even think he's got any. Okay, they're trying to get into this one here. Well, one of them is. Alright, let's have a look at the fight on the other side. I'm not sure too much what Crowloaders has been doing, but I do believe that both players have both Ultraus and Kratos were distracted on this side with some little raids. Those horse archers belong to Seo, and are definitely doing work. Tower down, which is great. And Matty has no popularity. Does he have no food or something? I have no idea. I assume he must have... Wait, where's his granary? Where? Wait, that's his granary there. Okay. He's just had it been delivered. I think he's possibly still taxing as well. Popularity is going up with that food arrives, so that's... Maybe you should be asking Crow Lotus for food? That would be a good time to be asking for your assistance from the ally who has a ton of food production. Alright, he needs to stop this patrol somewhere. Just getting more arrows out is not going to be enough if the patrol's done right. Get a couple of those macemen targeting him, and that's all you need. One maceman will finish that off. Ballista here, which is great. Destroying a shield. Okay, cool. And the fire gets lit. I have no idea how much I lost miss because of that. But by the looks of it, quite a bit, because there's does not look to be any macemen in that group. And that was a huge group of macemen. I'm so disappointed I missed that. I wish I had some control so I could rewind it to actually go rewatch that, because that would have been beautiful. I'd like to see those catapults used just to wreck this economy a bit more. Maddie is on 39 popularity. Slowly improving back up towards being able to actually provide and get more workers and get more troops. They need some sort of response to this though, and I'm not even sure what that response. It would have to be a whole lot of your own trebuchets. Maybe set up behind this moat. Should be able to range that. At this stage, if you got some shields and catapults, so shields and archers or crossbows or something just sitting here, drawing fire, and send in macemen, that could do it. Anyway, we've got a large army here from Seo about to come out. Seo has made a bit of a comeback here. And I just don't think Crow Lotus has the economy to compete with Ultraus. These Trebs are just trying to wreck anything that they can. See, Matty should not have... Really probably should not have gone into... At least, certainly not this many bakeries. There's not really any need for going for bakeries all this far out. He should have this quarry back up. He should have mines. That should be his focus. However, to be fair, I mean, get some more ox tethers out this side. He's starting to lose the troops up on top of his keep now, though. The shields show up, but just a little bit too late. Almost everything on that keep has been killed off. Anything worth having, anyway. There's a couple of macemen there. A couple of pikemen. Slinger's still dying. Now, Crow Lotus has gone for some bad things somewhere. There we go, getting built over the side there. And we do not have any bad things for Ultraus. That could push Crow Lotus's eco back up on top. Despite having, I mean, and he's building out extra bakeries, less efficiently placed. But he is closing in on Ultraus. But the extra efficiency, the 50% bonus efficiency, should definitely make him back on top for the eco side. Zoom in over here. Let's see what these spearmen and macemen do. Absolutely nothing. I don't even know what they're trying to do at this stage. And he's going to retreat. A lot of wasted units for not much gain. Monks dying to more fire. More maces coming in. And those maces, if they get sent in right now, that could be enough. That fire will be gone by the time they get there. And that's going to be enough to kill off Maddie. And once Maddie's down, Cryo Lotus should probably just resign, to be honest. Let's highlight these guys, see how many of them get hurt by that fire. Absolutely none. We've got a little bit of damage here. Killing pits over here. Wait, what are you doing? Now that hurts. That is damage. Get that Lord out of there. I don't know why you put your Lord into that, but that was well timed. Don't think it was even intentional. It was completely accidental. And Ultra Roost should be getting absolutely miffed by this point. And now we've got some disease getting thrown into his catapults and crossbowmen. Maddie should probably destroy this guy here. Not entirely sure how his own buildings got destroyed. I think it's because Cryo Lotus's archer was the one who lit it. And that was the only thing that saved them right there. Like to see some rocks being thrown from here, Cryo Lotus, please. There we go. More cows being thrown in. And all of them are getting onto tiles that are stacked. Rocks are going to be the better case at this point. But we have more macemen. More macemen coming from. The amount of macemen that Ultra Roost must have lost by now is ridiculous. Let's actually have a look at the weighted stats here. The KD for Ultra Roost. Oh, actually, he's done pretty damn well. It's with 2,000. You know, he's actually got a higher KD. Displayed all those losses. Cryo Lotus doing well. I mean, look at those numbers for Cryo Lotus. It's insane. Now, let us watch this stuff. We got some more cows being thrown. But unless there's some of that pitch got replaced, it's still sitting on the stockpile, so I don't think it got replaced. It's lit too late for over here. The Lord is retreating. The Lord is going to die. And he's dead. Maddie goes down. Now what does Cryo Lotus do? Does Cryo Lotus think he can hold this? At this stage, he cannot keep the pressure on Seo, which means he's going to have to be fighting both. I do not think that he's going to be able to take on both players at once, but we shall see. He's still playing, so he obviously thinks he's got some sort of strength here. Okay, horse archers on top of the hill, not a good idea. Not even close to a good idea. Wait, what was that? What's shooting up there? I have no idea what just threw that rock that killed the unit up there. And I would think that, but they're not getting anywhere near hitting that. Alright, got a short patrol on those horse archers. I think he's just hoping to keep these guys occupied for a while. While he sends his main army over here to try to deal with Ultra Roost. However, without any catapults of his own, I don't think this is going to be a good move for him. The catapults will shred any shields he has. At this stage, grab your archers and run those guys over. Triple Mangonel Tower coming out from Seo. Versus double from Cryo Lotus. And Cryo Lotus is trying to now claim extra stone from formerly Matt's Hill. I don't know if Matty came out to check the stream out, but if you're there, Matty, let me know. I really want to know how many killing pits you actually placed over here. All those trebuchets are down at least. But Kralos really should be retreating those guys by about now. Trebuchet's nice far back. I like it. I like it a lot. Should be out of range of any of these mangonels. But close enough to do a lot of damage here. Catapults coming forward. You probably don't want to do that because that's going to allow these guys to target your mangonels and miss long and hit your trebuchets. Wait, did that just get... what? Somehow that got destroyed. Another tower down. The pressure on CO is great. But Kralos doesn't have to just only worry about CO. He's got Ultra-Rus here as well. And Ultra-Rus should really be pushing right now. Getting up on top of this hill. And pressuring right in. I mean, you could wreck this here with what he has here. And then just start raining rocks and destroying this economy over here. I'm really disappointed that Ultra-Rus is not being aggressive now, but it looks like he's getting the troops out to do that right now. Meanwhile, CO's sending out some spearmen. I think he's going to try and dig through the moat again. And the macemen. Crossbows and shields coming out this side. It's quite a big army up the top here, though. Come on, Ultra-Rus. You can be a bit more aggressive than this. There's not much up here. Almost everything he has is going off to deal with CO. But if you could just get up here, you could wreck these mangonels. So these catapults, trebuchets, whatever you want to call them. And saves you a lot of heartache with losing all this stuff. Just by setting your troops right here. And then once that's done, come up the top here. And then these guys don't have height advantage. You can come up right up here and clear these towers. Oh, look at those knights doing work. Kralos must be so peeved right now watching those spearmen, macemen, and knights doing a ton of damage. Meanwhile, he's like, you know what? If you're going to come down there, I'll send my crossbowmen up to the hill. Don't mind if I do. Get some height advantage. And the army now gets wrecked on this in turn. Kralos sending out some more engineers. Nope. Unmanning all these trebuchets. He's going to try to get some fire into CO's base, I think. Catapults is the move here. Catapults to destroy all that stuff. You can't just go fire ballista. Not with those all those catapults standing right there. Shields and protecting them, that might do okay for a little while. Crossbows and pikemen off this side. Lots of crossbowmen over this side. That should be able to deal with any of this stuff. He's got his own macemen up here. That's kind of interesting. I like to see them sent in and get a lot of damage on these buildings. Get rid of the cathedral, stuff like that. And as expected, all those ballista have been destroyed by the catapults here. That is a great placement for the cowl there. You can't see too many units because they're stacked so much, so only a few of them look like they're changing. But also, I think mostly it's catapults where it landed actually, so maybe it's not so good. But throwing some rocks is a good idea. You should probably be throwing some rocks from this guy right now. I think the rocks are going to do more damage at this stage. Alright, he's doing his best to send out spearmen and masons to try to break this army of crossbows. Might want to get some of those pikes out there to hold them off. He's retreating on that side. That side's going to retreat too. That means that it's gone. You might have been able to make it if you keep pushing it. But it would have been lucky. Because he decided to retreat, I think he's going to lose the whole lot. You should have just committed, I think. Committed, taken the losses, and just get maybe a couple kills out of it. Just accepted that you were going to lose them all, because you pretty much lost them all anyway. And just committed. At least that way you might have got a kill or two. These armies... Ultra-Rus is backed off again. I don't know why Ultra-Rus isn't pushing right now. He really should be. 450 units. Zio has 130. Between them, they have almost 600 units. They're closing in on double the amount that Cryo Lotus has. And both of them are sitting back and not really pushing it. Here comes the army going forward. Not sure why he's not taking the hill. Looks like he's going to go around the hill. I think he's afraid that those killing pits were still there. But they are outside of Cryo Lotus's build range, which means they definitely belonged to Matty. Having said that, this piece of wall here was Cryo Lotus's. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is a smart thing to be concerned about. I would not be sending all your macemen into this. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing. He doesn't have anything that can stop you. So you may as well, but may as well bring everything else over the hill, over the moat as well. Two fire ballists are trying to stop him. Excellent, good, smart move, going to target down the maceman, fire baluster. Got some macemen bugging out over here. Engineers. Okay, this is a perfect time to go kill those engineers off. Those macemen doing a ton of damage. Not sure why he's not claiming the hill, but even on the low ground, this is going to do a lot of damage. The fire baluster is going to wreck it. Cryo Lotus, if this goes on fire, Cryo Lotus is dead. And that's exactly what he's aiming for here. This could well be the end of the game right here. And Cryo Lotus knows that that's the problem. And he's got a wall up here to try preventing the fire coming in. But it's not right. Those arrows can easily go over that. There goes the extra wall to prevent it. He's got plenty of stone. He's spreading it out as much. Wait, how did that even happen? I didn't even see anything to target that. But you got another house you could be targeting right now. Moving in closer, I like. Now he's too distracted to really push this side now, but he's got in pretty close here. But now he's got trebuchets throwing rocks onto his shields. And this army should go down. He isn't able to watch it because he's too busy panicking over this. And I can't say I blame him. That army goes down. And Seo deliberately brings his knights right into the middle to try to destroy anything in there. These pikemen, I don't know why they're standing there, but some disease cows over there. Fire started. Cryo reacted quickly, destroyed the buildings before the fire could spread. I mean, right now, he could actually run in with his macemen to wreck these guys. That army at the bottom has been moved. No, they don't. They don't need more nerfing. You just need to learn how to deal with them. For a dead guy, you're talking a lot. Alright, taking the hill advantage, which is a great idea. Could try to wreck all this stuff. We can have a discussion after the game, right? Not in the middle of the game through text. Alright. I mean, okay. Doesn't matter, just stop. Not GG. They have to actually quit the game, end the game before the GG counts. I mean, there's no way that Craig Lotus is surviving this. But if he's not actually quitting the game, let the game play on. This is a combination. The 2v2 map. So we have CEO and Ultraroos in the bottom left. Craig Lotus and formerly Matty up here. How's it going, Nikhil? Honestly, Craig Lotus and Matty were looking really strong early on. They'd pretty much wiped out CEO. And then Ultraroos finally got his massive Brady Co up and running. And just had such a massive army and just walked over it. I think that these double gatehouses is actually kind of bugging out CO's troops a little bit. Eventually they're going to both be closed. Fire! Fire in the hole! And if that spreads... Come on, let it spread. There it goes. Now it's going to start spreading too fast for Crowler. Just put it to destroy buildings for it. I don't even know if he wants to. I think he just wants it to be over now. Let's zoom in so we can get all the lovely, lovely burning people. The ends are going to stop working as the workers start burning. 2 down, 3 down. Buildings are just getting destroyed. Rocks coming in. I'd like to see those catapults actually start targeting this gatehouse here. Maybe the fire ballast is targeting these guys or something. All right, they've dug through the Now the question is does he want to try push into the fire or wait? Yeah, I think Crow Lotus was getting a little bit annoyed early on that Matty wasn't responding. Yeah, I do understand that. When you're in the fight, it's really hard to see all the all the message that come up in the corner there. Easy to miss things. Now that was a huge eco. I mean, I really want to see the building KD for in fact I can actually see it. Building KD. 129 buildings destroyed from Ultraroos. Going up. Don't. Big mistake sending all your troops running over the fire. Yeah, let's. And now the lot is finally going to go down. 2k gold at the end there. Craig Lotus did have 8,000 gold sitting in the bank at the end there. Of course, without any any workers or anything. I mean, that's pretty clear. Let me just respond to Matty's last point. That was the point. Alright. Let's go straight into the military because that's the most interesting stuff. I don't know why the kills aren't showing up anymore, but they're not. That's alright. Pretty even for Matty. Ultra-Roost and positive. Cryo Lotus. The KD for Cryo Lotus is insane. 9,000 kills. Almost 10,000 kills, 9,000 losses. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Just buildings destroyed for Ultra-Roost, 123. Most of that was in that fire at the end. Units recruited, 1,200, 1,000. And Matty, a measly 170. But he did get knocked out fairly early on, so we can't really blame him too much for that one. And the largest army, I think, should be accurate for this one. Ultra-Roost definitely winning on that front. Checking into the economy side, Ultra-Roost actually not even able to catch up with Cryo Lotus for the gold income, which is actually kind of surprising. Matty a little bit behind CO, but considering he got knocked out fairly early on and CO paid on, that was pretty decent. I think everyone needs a pause after that one. That was a pretty intense game. I mean, overall, I think like the Matty and Cryo Lotus team were in a strong position. It was just the juggernaut of Ultra-Roost came in, and they just did not have a response to it. But the early on in the game, that 28,000 sent to CO, almost all of that would have been stone. Or it would have been gold, sorry. Oh yeah, if he'd have got more towers with mangonels up there or stuff like that, sent some raids over at Ultra-Roost. There are a lot of things that could be done differently. And I think a lot of it boils down to jumping into a chat room. Oh, were those your towers all up there? 29k sent us, so yeah, and I'm pretty sure all of that would have been gold as well. Anyway, well played, both teams, worked out, hell of a lot of fun, and both teams have decided that they need a bit of a breather. And I can't say blame. I actually need to go grab a drink. I'll be back in a moment. If anyone wants to jump in, we can get another game going. I did see if Nikhil, if you're wanting to jump into a game, we'll throw you at someone. But right now, I'll be back in about 20 seconds, maybe 30. Alright then. Alright, here we go. Yeah, but you're afraid of losing that value, but not doing it meant that you lost that value 10 times over, if you know what I mean. The description, everything's down below the stream, Nikhil. It is rebalance with my 2.15 update. Everything is in the download underneath. But yeah, Maddie, I do not think that the shields need to be nerfed further at this stage. That may change in the future, but at this stage, I do not think that they that bad. I play some, just not all the time. Basically, like the one you could have, you're trying to fight 20 catapults behind 30 shields and 40 crossbowmen with 3 or 4 trebuchets. Naturally, that's not going to work. If you're going in wildly outnumbered, you can't say, "Oh yeah, no, that what they had was," you know. You need a response, but you also need it in numbers. You need to be able to at least be similar in numbers. Maybe swap out one of your wheat farms for a dairy farm so that you can throw some cows, or get Crow Lotus to throw the cows while you throw rocks. Build trebuchets and build walls in front of your trebuchets so that they can't be knocked out. There are plenty of other options to deal with them. So at this stage, like you just weren't using them. Oh yeah, you were in a really tough spot there for ages, CEO. I was hurting for you for a while there, CEO. Yeah. Trying to deal with an army that's already set up and in place is always going to be tough. Do we have players for 3v3? We do. Assuming everyone wants to jump in, but I think a lot of people want to watch a game. I don't know if Grey Lotus wants to jump into one or what. Who's still playing? If you are still willing to play for the next game, let me know. If you aren't, let me know, or leave the game room so that I know. Ultra Sierra, are you going to play the next game, or are you going to watch, or whatever? Pardon me. Maddie's had time to recuperate for a while, and I think NP is a bit rusty, so let's give him a chance to warm up against Maddie. And see how that goes, if Maddie comes back in. Alright, CO is out. Yeah, I think... Alright, let's go then.
Choose your adversary.
Alrighty then, let us open up. Let's go hunting again, just because we're testing it out, and it would be good to get some more evidence on those hills. I'm not sold on the I'm not sold on the hills being overpowered claim yet, but I do understand where people are coming from with it. but let's get some testing on it, so let's see how it actually plays out. With some completely new players. Neither player has played with this. No.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking my liege.
The Lord has been killed.
Just make sure I point those out because that's important. Yes, yeah, like if you're watching, but then again, if you're not watching it, which considering you've got a lot else to do, you can't rely on seeing them here. Well, rather, you can't rely on seeing them breaking through this to be able to defend against it. You need to be able to defend against it. However, it is easy enough to get a tower here on this hill and shoot back at it. You do and you don't. It depends how the game plays. But we'll see how it goes. And it depends how much you're focusing on your initial troop engagement as well. Wait, what? What just happened? NP? What? NP? Here he goes. He accidentally left. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happens here. Alright, let us go then. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let us go.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking my liege.
The Lord has been killed.
Yeah, thank you, Altered, not trying to... Thank you. Alright, there we go. Welcome to a rebalanced bootstrap game between Matty and NP. Yeah. Stuff it. Please die. That's not rude at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, we have Matty going for the split quarries approach. I'm not a big fan of this personally, but it's the same thing that Cryolotus was going in the previous game. And a central. Maybe we should just restart this one at this point. No, he wants to play on. He got it. Alright, we're good. Alright, so meanwhile on the other side, we've got NP going with the two closer things. I offered a re, but they didn't take it. We got the two quarries on the right-hand side for NP, which I think is good. Let me just have a look and make sure that those aren't... Nope, they're actually still walking over. That's fine. I kind of feel like we should put a some rocks in there, CO, for a future version, so that that quarry stockpile never gets spawned there. Just because if he'd placed that another tile backwards, it could have been right in the corner and bad. But yes, I much prefer this approach, going for this eco, instead of this approach going for the very widely split eco. And the reason for that is that Matty right now has to defend this side and this side with his Dart troops, which he can't do. Slave's coming up this side. I mean, Assassin coming up this side. He can't do both. He can't deal with both at the same time. It looks like he's not going to do either because he's gone here. Whereas NP, all he has to defend, at least for his initial eco, is just this one area, and it's very easy to defend the whole lot at once. I'm not certain about that. But yeah, I'm not necessarily talking about the stockpiles. What I was saying, I was talking about going for both of these guys. I think it's better to go for a 2 stuff closer. I think find out what the minimum range to these guys are, which is probably about here. Sorry, the most efficient range which is probably about here. Which means that if you go anywhere between here and here is the same for the iron eco. So you may as well put it off to the side and get the early resource from here. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong though. Not too bad, Kratos. We've got NP versus Matty at this stage on rebalance on the new thing. We do have those spearmen breaking through the wall and then coming back and not actually pushing it. Matty lost a lot of, like, everything here got burnt. And I don't know what happened to that assassin that was coming over this side. Based on the fact that some of these spearmen are weak, I assume that he ran into those guys. I think he just broke this so that if NP ever claims the hill, he can easily get up there and kill them off. And digging a moat on the low ground, I like that. It's just a little bit harder to get through. Sling is coming off to the left side for NP to defend that eco now that he's got it. Stone coming in, moving into his wheat production. I do feel like he underinvested into the farms, but maybe just destroyed the farms already. I just didn't notice. More stone coming in. He's up to the 6 bakeries. Yeah, I agree, CEO. That is really annoying. There is a way. There goes those lions chasing them down. Yeah, there is a way to dig a moat without actually being on it. I don't remember the exact way. I think it just... No. You do not want to break that one. Come on, Matty. Matty, you do not want to break that part of the wall. Although, if you get that through, those lines, and let those lines through into NP's base, you might be alright. Yeah, but that's not what you want to do with that side. Anyway, when you're digging a moat, I think I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. But yeah, tell your units to dig the moat, and then you stop them where they are, and they'll dig from wherever they are. Now, this is a bug, and it is frowned upon. However, if you put them close enough to the moat that you're digging, that they're still ranged by any defending archers. So if you go put them right next to right here, and do that to dig this bit of moat, and instead of having to go all the way around, I have no problem with that. I think that is completely fair, considering the bug makes them try to walk all the way around. Like, if you're going to do it with them standing here, that's bad. Do not do it while they're standing here. But if they're standing here, no problems. I think, like, if they're within, say, 4 or 5 tiles of the place that you want them to dig, I don't see any problem with it. And I don't mind being lenient on that number as well. Like, I'm not going to be religious over it. Be next to the moat you're digging, within a reasonable distance of the moat that you're actually digging, and you're allowed to do it. Now, those lions have come into the eco here. Those spearmen did get a building there, and I don't think NP has realised that yet. Where is his troops? Got some up here. Slingers here. Slaves coming down the centre from Maddie. What is... Alright, he's got some horse archers over this side. Drawn some lions over and into Maddie's base. That wood's gonna die. Surely that wood's gonna die. There we go. That wood's gonna die. And the lion is the lion's attacking the Lord. And now they're shifting. That food's gonna go down. After this game, I'm gonna go and see if I can figure out how to do that. That trick. CEO? Oh, I would love if the lions killed the Lord. That would be absolutely amazing. No way it's gonna happen. At least not in this game. But I mean, if you had a Lord fight first and then the lions came in and finished it off. Maddie's... Wait, what? Wait, is he resigning already? What? I don't understand. Is he quitting right now? No, his lord's not. I thought it was only seen his lord all the way forward. Assassins? I mean, to be fair, at this stage, the assassins could do the trick. He didn't say GG, but he did put the, end this game thing come up. Frustrated with lying, but he dealt with it a lot better than NP has. NP's only just dealt with this, and the lions have been there for ages longer. I mean, how are you calling GG when you have enough gold to create this many assassins sitting in the bank? Like, seriously. All you need to do, like, at this stage, is kill these guys off. Make sure you avoid these guys from discovering your assassins. Maddie. Make sure he's not using the rally point here. I feel like they are using rally point. No, he didn't, you reckon? 3 archers would not be enough to deal with that. That is false. Yeah, but that is why I made sure I sent it only to Maddie, so that NP did not notice. Those maces should probably deal with it, though. Unfortunately, the woodcutters saw them. Wait, no, the maces aren't going for the assassins. Redirect a few of them to deal with those guys, and now the maces come back, and the maces should deal with them from there. And if you redirected some of them to deal with these slingers, and the maces weren't there, it probably would work. Oh, the clown coming out, that's right. I hate the jester, man. I hate that. That is such a dumb bug. Slash feature, slash whatever you want to call it. Fine, I don't know why Maddie needed to quit. Alright, let's go again. 3, 2, 1, go.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking my liege.
The Lord has been killed.
Yes, rematch. You'd read it up with everything set up like that. I just assumed you wanted that. Like, it was clear that it... Wait. It was clear that he'd given up. So, at the end there, and I don't think he should have. But... 3, 2, 1, go. So I kind of want to see them play again with them actually not going to just give up on the game because he dealt with a couple lines on a map that's got lines showing up all the time. That's part of what this map is. And I love that. I actually really like that about this map. It's something that none of the other maps have. And it's just a cool wee feature to make it different. And remind me to have a look into the moat digging thing after this game. Alright, well, in case this goes to YouTube, welcome to another rebalance game between CO, no, not CO at all, Matty and NP. I'm sure you will look at it yourself, CO, but I want to see it myself, and it wasn't shown on stream so everyone knows. Everyone's on the same page. So yeah, I mean, if you tell me about it, then it means that I don't have to figure it out. Anyway, right now, my words aren't working. Anyway, so right now, NP is on the right-hand side with 2 quarries, which I like. That is definitely an approach I like about the to play. Matty, however, is playing with the split quarries, which I do not like. For the reason that it means that you have to defend both sides at once at the start of the game. And NP could send a couple slaves out both sides. I mean, we've got archers here to protect against this side, but this side's completely undefended. So you can easily lose one or the other. You can't defend both at once. Well, not easily. You could split your archers and put 2 on either side. Honestly, what should happen right now is an assassin up the center, straight to that granary. This is a greedy play going straight into the wheat farm here. I think it would be better to go for 3 apple farms through here. Well, I guess 2, and a 3rd here maybe. Instead, he's also able to go very strong into the central wood, and I don't think Matty's going to punish that either. That is very easy to punish. Just get some archers in here, and that'll punish that very easily, and kill a lot of workers. But I don't think Matty's taught to do so. Matty is trying to defend the quarry up the top here with his lord. Let me show you guys that. As he defends the other side with his archers. But on top of having the split quarries being harder to defend, I mean, your first delivery is going to be even slower getting from all the way here to here than this direction. You got the same hill to climb. See, we got deliveries from both quarries coming in. Whereas on this side, we've only got 1 quarry coming in. And this guy's about to deliver, so both quarries have delivered now. This one hasn't even started the second one coming in yet. And he's now getting a quarry on the side that's further away from the stockpile. I think that's another mistake. These woodcutters have triggered the lions. Luckily, his archers are there to deal with most of them. But they are going to kill off his other woodcutter. Yeah, I don't. I think it's perfectly fine as it is. I think the slowing down going uphill is a good thing. I don't think we need to worry about trying to find optimizations for the hills. Slaves get dropped from Maddie. Lions are about to get dropped. Theoretically, the slave did draw the lions out. Arch is well placed to deal with them. Wait for them all to drop, please. And that side's dealt with. On this side, looks like the lions probably charged in and got killed off as well. So all the lions have been dealt with, no real problems there today. I love this. Look at this. Look at this boat, man. Comes all the way out here and then around. And he's got, if he goes right in and starts digging the boat again from the bottom of the hill across, I want to laugh so hard. Like, why would he just put a boat straight along here and then straight down here? Why would you do this kind of janky thing in here? He is! He's got to go sideways. He's got to go back across to the edge here. That's exactly what's happening. There's oh no, we do have a bit of a diagonal. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. But he's digging here. Okay, I have no idea what's going on, but it's still funny. Anyway, I don't know why I find that hilarious, but I really do. Alright, they both have the low ground stone quarries. Slaves coming out here from Maddie down the center. If this guy comes out to destroy this stuff, I think that would work really well, because NP has nothing defending this side. If these guys all come down the center, that's a bad mistake, because these archers can range. The breed eco is starting to kick in now, it looks like. And yeah, at this point, I mean, we do have European archers already coming out from Matty. And NP skipping straight into the maces. Like, he's not even bothering to go into any range units. Straight to the maces. And there he goes, going into a thing there. I didn't tell NP that that won't be able to be replaced with a wheat farm, but hey. These farms, I mean, these... I thought these archers would do a lot more damage to these slaves than they did. And this guy looks like he's going to actually be able to do a lot of damage here. 2 slaves. Please tell me these guys get it. Oh, wait, where are you going? Go. Okay, that works. And the woodcut deals with that slave. And this guy just stands around doing nothing. NP's going to chase him down. But NP doesn't have any real response to these European archers here. To be fair, at this stage, doesn't need too much. However, he has been... Now, Maddie has punished him for this greedy wood grab in the center here. That slave, I think, got killed while being distracted by the oxen. That's so annoying when you're trying to burn a building and the oxen get in the way. Alright. Okay, we do have some leather workshops coming in. I mean, the reality is, he could actually just waltz in with maces and kill off the Lord. Lord's up the top here. My throat's really not liking me today. This Lord is very, very vulnerable. Get 5 maces and go straight for it. Nothing stopping you. And some archers. He's obviously purchased bows. Archers coming off the side here. I mean, 5 versus 6, but the 6 are on the low ground. Oh, that was a good shot. Taking out about 60 gold value right there. I mean, the map control here from Maddie is actually pretty decent. Like to see him taking advantage of it a little bit. Get some extra ox tether here, ox tether here. Definitely more ox tethers up the top here. You can just see it there. Ox tether, more ox tether. He needs to get more. Has he actually only got one ox tether over here? He's only got one for this quarry. Two for there, two for there. Everywhere else he's got two, but they need more. And NP definitely needs to have some sort of response to this. Alright, 5 maces. I think he's just going to use his maces to kill these guys off. Which is certainly an option. Meanwhile, Matty only has archers. Wait, has he brought his lord back? Yeah, he's bringing his lord back now. Interesting approach with the wall. He's kind of gone halfway between Crater Lotus and Ultraeus's approach from the previous games. Crater Lotus went top of the hill all the way across and walled this cliff out of his base, while Ultraeus went at the bottom of the hill and kept the cliff inside. Matty's taken the top of the hill and kept the cliff inside. Best of both worlds. I think that probably might even be better, but we'll have to see how it works out for him. These mace been chasing those archers a long way. I really hope he detailed one of these maces to go destroy that quarry there. Nope, he did not. Here we go, let's see how much damage you can get done here. 2 down for no kills. 3 down. Oh, killing pit. 1 kill. 2 kills. And he's like, yeah, no, okay, I need to get out of here. 2 kills for 5 maces. Not really worth it, however, pushing him off this hill and regaining this control of this quarry definitely is worth it. He's going for shields. He's already gone into shields. I mean, the archers on the right-hand side hill is definitely worthwhile. And we've even got a quarry up in the side here, taking that stone. I do like that. However, I think you need to be working on more ox tethers everywhere else before you worry about getting more. But he's just going to use shields and archers behind it to deal with these guys. I mean, that's all you need. If the attacker doesn't have shields, that's all you need to deal with it. And I would probably use your maces to break through this wall, so that if he brings shields along, hey, no, your shields aren't protecting your archers. That's not how you do it. The idea was right, but the execution was not. There we go. The shields are now moved over it. We should be good now. Bye-bye, archers. Fairly handily done. Handled better than anyone else has handled the cliff claim today. And he didn't see any of their poor handling earlier, so well done to NP on that one. Now we've got the assassins coming straight up the center, but the Lord is surrounded. And there's plenty of macemen here to deal with it. These assassins would do nothing. This is not the purpose that assassins are for. They're being used outside of their strength. And people are going to tell me, oh, they're useless now because look at them. Look how fast they die when they're trying to be used as a main army against a lord that's walled in and maces and especially now that NP could well know that they're there now just from seeing the woodcutter die. And now he has to back. Now he's backing off because he doesn't know what to do with them. I do like having these horse archers come over the left side from Maddie. I really like the aggression from Maddie here. And NP knows how to find the assassins, so he's going to chase them down, hunt them down. With his maces, that's not going to be a problem. He's going to come over here with shields and archers to deal with the horse archers and so on. The macemen can keep up with the non-rally pointed assassins, so they should go down. And now he's realized, okay, I'm going to lose them. Let's get them in there, get some damage done before I lose them. Oh, come on, MP. Please notice that you didn't get that guy. He selected one and sent him back. Cool, we're good. I mean, these slingers should deal with them anyway, so it's not too big a deal. NP, you should probably send these guys forward to deal with these guys. But I think he's more concerned about this stuff. With his oh, he's going to send his mason around to deal with it. Okay, that works. That's certainly one way to deal with it. I would really like to see some economy raids here. Especially from NP, because Matty is not protecting any of the stuff over here. He's got 2 quarries and 2 iron mines there. 2 more down on the low ground. Wait, no, one actually went down. Someone took out that low ground quarry. And NP's starting to really push out his wheat farms. Are these farm spots upgradable, CO? If you place a apple farm, destroy it, can you then place a wheat farm? Or is it just, or has that been updated like these top hill ones? Yes, they can be upgraded. Okay, do not leave those guys sitting there, NP. Nice claiming the hill in here. Stopping any of that extra stuff. Those macemen should really be moving. Doing something about now. There we go. That'll clear out this little group. Oh, he's going to retreat. Never mind that. And the shields are going to come up and protect them to deal with that. Matthew really needs to be looking into shields. He's got 2,000... How is he floating over 2k gold? At this stage. Look at this. Wait, look at this gatehouse thing here. Like, why not put your gatehouse here with a drawbridge? Like, why do you need to do this? Oh, that's funny. Eco buildings count. 10 to 9 wood. 6 stone for Matty, because he's claimed those low ground stuff, and the guy up the top here. NP has the iron advantage, weapons advantage, farms advantage, and has bakeries. And that one of those bonus stones are down, and one of those that other bonus stone is here and unable to be used. Yeah, he's probably run out of food. I mean, relying on apples for food, and probably only these 2 farms for food. That's a huge mistake. He's only got 2 archers left though. Old MP. This Lord standing in the gap. I don't want you to hurt my stuff in here, so I'm going to prevent any assassins getting through by placing my Lord there. That calls for 5 masons being sent that way. That's it. Catapults. Catapults. The catapult's coming out now. Okay, I don't think you should be sending those guys in right now. There's enough archers here to really hurt you. Yeah, I think NP's is like, look, I've got the gold. Yeah, let's use it somehow. I mean, he's more or less purchased most of these crossbows. Fire balusters at this stage probably would have been better. Yeah, I think he got him to try deal with this gatehouse. But Matty realized, hey, look, if you got these guys, then I'll just come in closer. You've only got one archer. However, you should probably be watching that disease cloud. Honestly, just walk over them. Just bring your archers right in. I mean, rocks killing a ton of them. And now we've got the assassins coming in. You see how the assassins do. I mean, the knight. He's trying to hit the knight with the rocks. And 2 down. He goes, okay, well, if you're going to be distracted by the shields, I'm going to try to get these guys out and try to throw rocks at you. Killing pits. I mean, look, that knight is doing work, man. That assassin will go down. And he's unmanned this guy. Is he going to go for a ballista now? He is. There goes the ballista. He's only got one archer. He needs to get some other ranged units. NP, you should probably group these guys somewhere a bit closer. Like, group them here and then move forward slower. I mean, overall, it's fine, but that's a lot of damage you did not need to take down. Need to take. Yeah, that knight definitely got its money's worth. And there goes the archers on the keep, on the gatehouse. Knight's trying to come out, but there's more than enough crossbows here to deal with that. Especially if there's only 2. Mangonel up here. Okay, I do like the Mangonel at this point. Going for Mangonels is the right move, but I mean, get these assassins up there and break that. Come on, NP. NP, stop playing with your food. Mace is coming out this side now. Let us get this eco back off now. Thank you. The assassins kills the Mangonel. I think he's trying to use those catapults to try break the shields. You might want to get those maces in there to actually help out with that fight, rather than just fighting miners. It's not a good idea to fight miners. Whichever version of miner you're referring to. Barracks down. No more knights coming from Maddie. Not until he gets a bit more stone coming. Which he definitely has coming in. You might want to get those guys up the keep. There we go. Engineers down, so no more shields coming out. Excellent. No more units up the top there. And we are killing the oxen before they can get in. Looks like this is going to be the GG. No, he's really trying to protect those oxen with the stone walls there. But that's more than enough to take care of the Lord. And the killing pits. It was a deliberate bait. I like it. I like it a lot. What's up with these guys? Look at this. And we've got to get some stone coming in from this side now. Coming from all the way over here. And he drew them back over the killing pits. Killing pits have done well. But we got some more maces coming over this side. There's no way he has enough killing pits to deal with all of these. Yes, the stone goes down. He's like, well, I'm not going to take that gap again. Let's just break the whole wall. I mean, what can Matty do at this point? He's got no food. His workers are getting killed off before he can do anything. He does have 700 gold. And he puts stuff to sleep and doesn't get any more units. Okay, fair enough, I suppose. NP's like, look, I know your lord's going to be surrounded by killing pits. Let me destroy all your buildings. Oh, you want to get some more units? Okay, let me kill them off. Easy peasy. Well played on NP's part. I liked the aggression from Matty. It just did not work out. I don't think he had the eco to back it up. Let's actually have a look at the stats here. And the eco, 16k gold versus 8k gold. I think that is pretty much... that pretty much tells you the entire story. Most of that would have been in the food. 4,000 gold extra from NP. That counts for about 4,000 gold. And then on top of that, you've got an extra 400 stone, which is another 2,000 gold. 100 so iron. Not even going to worry about that. Yeah, bread is about half the difference. And usually that's what I find. When someone has a really strong eco, like a strong gold advantage, about half of it's due to food. Yeah. Extra quarries versus having extra oxen. Big time, big thing. Well, thanks for hanging out, Crow Lotus. Now let's have a quick look at the military side. I mean, it was not too bad. Matty held his own. Yeah. Wait. Alright, I just need to grab some butter. Hopefully that'll help my throat. I love it when it's cold enough that water in a water bottle is like taking it straight from the fridge. It's great. So, or almost frozen. It's amazing. I love it. Alright, so I think they want a new map. And if they want a new map, I will let them have a new map. Let's go with this one then. I'm not taking the request of the person who's not playing.
Choose your adversary.
Three, two, one. Ah! Three, two, one. Go. We're not playing the old thing. That's what he wanted. He wanted me to go back to the old hunting with lions. And it's like, why? Those games were played out exactly the same. You guys barely used the changes from it. So, may as well go with the new one. And if you don't want to play that, then, and you don't want to give another map as an alternative, then I'm going to pick one. You can't complain about every single map I pick. And by the time we get to the third map, that you're also saying no, I'm like, yeah, what, stuff you. I'm over it. Now this one, a lot of players go very heavy into, well, I'm kind of curious how Matty plays this. I think he's going to go into eco down here, which I think is a mistake personally. But I think maybe that's become what the meta is. I don't know. But he is going for food up the top here. Over here we've got NP, hasn't moved his quarry at all. Sorry, his quarry. His stockpile. Going for low ground food, which I think is a good idea. Wood off the right hand side, quite a bit of it. And that's a lot of walk time though. It's going to be a long time before he gets any wood in. I would have preferred a couple of tree cutters here. Where's he going to put it? He's destroyed it. Where's he putting it to? Here. Look, I get it. I get it. I do get it. I don't think it's the right move, but I do get it. Meanwhile, over here we have Matty going more or less the same spot. Not exactly the same, but very similar. And MP's like, look, hey, if you're going to give me your hill, I'm going to come in and I'm going to, you know, range all your woodcutters. Or not, he's just going to take this, the very center. Okay. Well, I'll take the height advantage and you can't keep me up now. These spearmen will die. Not sure what they're trying to do, but they're going to die. I feel like in rebalance, you're getting up enough melee troops like maces that you could actually go to kill the lord. Does he know about this path? He could get through here right now. Easy peasy, get through here and wreck that. That's exactly what he's going to do. I wonder if NP's watching this, because he would benefit from this way a bit more. Oh, that's going to bring you onto the top of the hill. Never mind. For some reason I thought it was going to bring you at the bottom of the hill. But it's one way to get around these guys. So yeah, he probably wouldn't benefit. I mean, get some archers in here. Probably would be beneficial. But NP has no response to this. I mean, the woodcutters is response enough, to be fair. No, not into another woodcutter. Get him past the woodcutters. Don't, no, move him. Get him away from that. Okay, well, we're going to get the quarry. That's the main thing. Slingers are coming out, but way too late. Now we've got the assassins coming out. And going in aggressive into this wheat at the center here. I think you'd be better off turning this one into a wheat. Yeah, those woodcutters were not good. But then again, it is where it's set up, and I do think that the woodcutters are a bit too strong, personally. Like, I might actually consider putting a fix in that makes them a bit weaker, so that getting a military unit is better than having another woodcutter. It's so wrong when getting another woodcutter is just as good as getting a military unit. Like, in defense, you know? I'll just place a woodcutter behind you, and then you guys can't do that. I mean, that's actually pretty decent. That was the the quarry workers killing off an entire assassin. Not a single one of them dead. I wonder if he knows about the assassin there. NP, don't go in now. Just leave him off to the side and let him forget about it. Nope, he's going to forget about it. The assassin's getting right in. What is he going to do? Please tell me you're not just going to go for the go for this guy. If you're going to get in this close, go for the granary. That's exactly what he's going to do. Bye-bye granary. Oops, I don't have my stats up. Let's get that up so we can see how many food. 67 food plus what that guy had, which is another 4. 68 food and what the hunter had. So that's about 8 food lost. Plus we're now down. Oh, he's trying to sell the food. 23. He tried to sell the food quickly before he lost the granary. Wait, are you seriously going to moat this off so that you can't get your own resources out there? That's actually what he's doing. He's going to deny himself all this resource. Well, I mean, not denied. They can go around the back here. But that's still a long way to go. I do not think that was a good idea. But, you know, to each your own. Again, with this double mill. What is up with this? Don't get, like, when you're low on wood and you can only get so much out, don't go for 2 mills. Go for 1 mill and an extra 2 bakeries. I mean, 1 mill can support up to 8 bakeries depending on the exact efficiency of the placement. You know, if you can only afford 3 bakeries, don't go for 2 mills. There's no scenario where you need 2 mills for 3 bakeries. Go for 5 bakeries and 1 mill, and you're still gonna be getting too much flour. Oh. Also, maybe get some hunters to hunt this, which is exactly what he's done with these guys. And he's going to transition these guys into wheat as well. I think leave that as that stuff and transition this one into wheat first. Personal preference, I suppose. Neither player has any weapons buildings yet, but we have got Matty walled off the front. He doesn't really have enough eco behind it to really rely on. Oh, he's got the little bit of wall here, which that's going to reduce his work path. That's not so bad. But I would really like NP to break through this AI. That would be great. WTF. He wasn't able to hit the the slave. Doing a good job trying to dodge that. If he gets another building, I'll be so peeved. And he stops so he gets it. Well played from NP. I don't. This eco's way too weak. Like, I understand walling in, but you need to have a strong economy behind it. Like, I'm gonna call this game in MP's favor right now, simply because Matty has no eco. He's got quarry, 2 quarry, and that's it. These farms are doing nothing for him right now. He's got a few hunters. He's got plenty of woodcutters. And that's it. Oh, he's got a little bit of iron. He's got 1 iron. Okay. But over here we got quarry. Quarry. Iron. So that matches it up. Woodcutters matched up. Hunters matched up. And 7 bakers and 8 bakers now. And 3 inns and leather armor and just Matty's gonna run out of food. He has run out of food. He's got no food. And he's now got negative popularity. He's gone down below 50 popularity. This is pretty much it for Matty. Because he swapped all his farms into every single one of his farms into wheat. Every single one. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think it looks like Matty's going to claim the century again. Oh, alright, he does have hunters. I did forget he did have other stuff. Hey, that's not so bad. But he's run out of hunt. I mean, he's got this hunt at the back here, but these guys, I think, were too close to it, so they can't hunt it. And these guys, line of sight issues. Which means, yes, that these guys are hunting all the way this group here. In fact, these guys are hunting all the way this group here. No, this guy's just bugged out. And NP, what he needs to get something to deal with this. Just buy some bows. There we go. Archer's coming out. He's got some slingers down the bottom here. I mean, he's got macemen incoming. And the macemen can deal with this, no problem. The archers and slingers and shields can deal with anything. Those slingers go down. There we go. Matty's still struggling to get his popularity back up so that he can actually man his bread economy. He's got a stack of things. Honestly, you should not go this heavy into wheat farms until you have your bread economy actually running. If you got built and manned, then you should get it. Maybe start with 2 or 3 wheat farms, then build your mills and bakeries, and then transition the rest of your farms into wheat farms. Until then, keep them as apples, maybe dairy farms. Don't be building everything as wheat farms while you don't have your actual bread economy set up. I'd like to see a couple maces come out to deal with that shield. I mean, in Matty's defense, he does have that extra quarry. And once he gets his popularity back up and starts to be able to actually man all this stuff, he's going to be in a lot better position. But by the time that happens, NP's going to have a wrecking ball coming down on him. Going to be running down him on the Juggernaut. He's going to not have denied this probably. Alright, here comes the maces. Maces will clear this out, no problems. And then he can advance, take this hill, deny this, potentially deny this, deny all these workers here. Potentially even deny all this. Easily, if NP just brings his army and places it here, Matty has no range units. He could probably just wreck the entire economy just by doing that. Just by placing it right here. You can shoot inside this economy, kill off the workers, prevent food from coming in, prevent all the stone coming in, prevent this stuff coming in, be able to shoot all these guys. This pot here is dead. Yeah, I did see that. Matty running his lord away towards the AI over here. Okay, come on. He needs a few more troops to do that. Get some assassins or something out there. You'd be alright. Maceman went to break this thing down. Not with the spears and the archers, surely. I know his lord's going to be weaker. Please take this corner of the hill. That's exactly where he's going. Wait, what? Who are these guys shooting? Seriously, who are these guys shooting? Oh, I think he tried to tell these guys to get off the thing and accidentally targeted the deer. That's right then. Alright, I really want to see this lord kill off the rat. Because if he does, then that's... Well, I mean, to be fair, NP should have done that ages ago, because getting into this eco is great. It's going to take a while. This is very problematic for me. And the moat skin digger. Wait, how did he own it? How did he take ownership of it? That doesn't make sense. Alright, now he's got some assassins heading that way. A slinger? How did a slinger get there? I mean, how do you get a slinger inside it to be able to take it? Anyway, I mean, the reality is that Matty is pretty much dead. NP, he's going to get, if he gets 500 gold out of that, actually, wait, how much? 8,000, so he's going to get 2,000 gold. NP has 1,000 gold in the bank. I think these assassins are going to deal with most of the troops here.
A message from the rat.
I think he's over-invested into these assassins to be... And NP's coming out the other side! NP's coming out the other side! If he survives this, even if he kills the rat, he's gonna die. He's gonna die to NP's basement. This is game over. If he kills the rat, he's gonna win the game. He's gonna lose the game. Right now, the rat being alive is his greatest asset. Although a lot of NP's masons keep on trying to run around the other side. All right, now I want to see if can the Lord kill the rat entirely on his own. It's going to be close.
A message from the rat.
2,200, but he cannot get away from these macemen. These macemen will kill off that lord before he can get anywhere. He's got the, I think he was hoping to get these assassins to run around the back. And he's dead just as the assassins came in to try to distract the fire. Wait, and he had Maceman coming out the back as well. Oh yeah, that's right. We actually have to do that. My bad. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We will be back again next week. We do stream on Thursdays and Sundays. I'm going to switch the host over to Ultraroos, so if you guys still want to play, Ultraroos will still be there to host them and run them unless he quits it, whatever. Have fun. I will be streaming again next week. Hopefully I'll see you guys again next week. Otherwise, check out the Discord, check out the YouTube channel for upcoming videos. I'm actually going to get better at actually uploading videos in the future. So keep an eye out for that. Many of them will be videos straight from the stream. I've just got so bad at actually motivating myself to do stuff. So I'm going to work on that and make sure I get some videos out more regularly. Keep an eye out for it. Catch you later.